Every single one of us has experienced pain and trauma in our pasts to differing degrees and in different ways, but every single one of us has it. And those things get wired into our nervous system and into our neural pathways, and they affect how we see the world, and they affect how we see our kids, they affect the patterns that we have, they affect the reactions that we have. And so being on a conscious healing path is really important. And it's different for everybody depending on what you've been through, depending on how your brain is wired and your body is wired, and depending on your personality and your temperament, depending on your access to resources. There's a lot of different things that it depends on. And we can all be on a conscious healing path of some sort, because it's so important for us to be continuously working at rewiring those things and healing ourselves so we don't pass that stuff on to our kids. Now, of course, we're going to pass it on to our kids. There's no way to avoid it. But what we can do is work our best to minimize it. And minimizing it means being consciously healing ourselves all the time. Can you be on a conscious healing path? Are you on a conscious healing path? Just be on that. It doesn't matter. I always say it doesn't matter if you make a million mistakes. It's being on the path that counts. So be on the path. And if you aren't, look it up on YouTube. Do some research. Go to ChatGPT and type in how can I heal from my childhood wounds, and or you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube at Meaningful Ideas, and I have lots of information about that as well. But really, there's tons of information, and there's so many different modalities. I'm not advocating for one over the other. I actually do have a video on my YouTube channel called Processing Challenging Emotions in the Midst of the Chaotic Life. And it's for people who don't have access to therapy and don't have a lot of tools and don't have a lot of resources and don't have a lot of time. How can you still do that processing? So maybe check out that video, but whatever you do, just do it because it's so helpful. And in the long run, it's going to make such a huge difference for how you are with your kids and what they learn. They learn to see you on that path. It's a huge and beautiful model to set. It's not about perfection. It's about constant evolution.